Hello, ladies and gentlemen, YouTubers around the world. Welcome back to another free-for-all game. I'm your host, Nasty888, and today I would appreciate it if y'all would drop that like and subscribe on my channel. If you've been enjoying the content so far, we've got another game for you. Spawning here near the middle of the map, it is I playing Ottomans, Nasty8, and we see right away that we've got a big old water map. Well, we've got some deep sea fish here. We got some deep sea fish here and around the corners. Not that much water actually, but you know, there's a lot of it. So we are going to be spawning right in the middle with our fishing, with our dock, but we are actually going to be moving up here into this corner, which we've discovered with some wood right here, just so that we're not too close to the middle, right? Because I mean, we do still have our king AFK for whatever reason, but we don't really want to be building right here in the middle. It's Ottoman, of course. We spotted this deep water fish. We're going to take it. There's only, unfortunately, one deep water fish in this pond that I've taken. But as you can see where we're actually building our town center, there's going to be a few more potentially. So let's go ahead and speed things up as we get into this game. Doesn't look like there's any early action in this one. A lot of times we will have that early action, but in this game, I don't see anything so far. Everything's kind of going according to plan for most players. They're not getting, you know, there's no early rivalries forming or anything like that. Everyone's just kind of doing their thing. And this guy, for some reason, is mining berries, of all things. And what have you scouted, my friend, my brother? I guess he hasn't really found much water yet, but yeah, unfortunate for red here. Meanwhile, pink doing the exact same thing. I mean, pink is Abbasid, right? So at least for him, that kind of makes sense. This, I don't know, man. I guess if this is all you got, then this is what you're gonna do. But purple here, of course, taking the fish like I am. Very good plays. Blue, on the other hand, 8 Shari player, also taking berries of all things when he's right here next to the, you know, right here next to the deep water. Let's see if blue has indeed scouted any of this here. So he has scouted it all, and yet maybe a bit of a newer player over here, blue, not really taking advantage of the opportunities given to him, deciding instead to just harvest berries. Yellow is in the best position in this game, as you can see. He's got the biggest pond. Actually, let me take that back. Green is also here contesting him on the pond, so that might not be the case. In fact, especially going up against Roos, these things can easily convert into attack boats, and that would be a pain. But I do think it costs you quite a bit, yeah, to convert them. But it looks like, yeah, Teal and I are going to be having uncontested ponds. I've now taken this top pond, as well as this pond that I've discovered. And we're going to go ahead and get into this game. So we're doing quite a bit of fishing right here. Teal, for whatever reason, has decided that he wants to build 2 scouts and attack my, thing here. So I've, set my own scout to kind of deflect that, and I think I end up sending. I was going to repair it, but then I realized he just gave up. He's not going to be bothering me too much here. Looks like yellow is charging into green and aggroing him. So green has decided to convert the boats, and he has indeed made 2 loaded galleys, and he's going to push yellow off water. So yellow, fortunately for yellow, he does have this back base here, but he's already been set back a bit this game, of course, by losing these docks. Unfortunate for yellow player, but green is going to be looking pretty strong here. And as we look over onto the scoreboard, we see that teal and green doing decently. Purple doing probably the best right now. Yeah, he's way ahead. I'm, for some reason, taking I guess, a little bit inexperienced with Ottoman on water, so maybe my own score isn't as good as it could be. You can see I do have a lot of food in the bank here, but we are going for the big boom, so we'll see if that pays off for us or not. Now we do have, let's see, we have 19 fishing boats already. Probably about enough for these size ponds that I'm on right now. And those are obviously going to run out eventually, so we do have to eventually, think about a transition here. We see, it looks like, for some reason, Teal is just donating his king. I don't know why, per se, he's doing this. doesn't seem to be a real reason behind it. Maybe he just has to go. But the king is going over here. Maybe he doesn't like being attacked on water here or whatever. He hasn't accomplished much. So he's gonna go ahead and donate to pink over here. He doesn't seem to like his position for a reason. I don't. Or maybe it's just a mistake. I can't tell what's going on here. Maybe yeah, it might have been a misread. Like maybe he tried to take his king out to use the ability, and then he had a rally point with his. Yeah, it looks like his peasants were rallied over here too, and he's kind of screwed up. So maybe Teal just made a mistake there. That's what it looked like. Maybe he didn't mean to do what he just did. Maybe he seemed to. Maybe he was trying to rally. He was looking for more gold or another resource up here, sending some villagers, and then he accidentally unloaded the king, and then he didn't notice what happened there. So Teal gonna be the first one out. Pink with the first kill. Let's go ahead and get the scoreboard back here. There we go. So where's that happening at? Where's the Wololo? Why isn't it showing? Oops, we missed the Wololo, but I don't think anything came of it. It was just a misclick. I'm the first one up in H4, as you can see. We've just, been able to... Looks like... Oh, okay, here's probably where the Wololo was happening. So purple has killed the blue player up here in the corner. And he has, made a bunch of men-at-arms, or crossbowmen and men-at-arms here. So good for purple. He's taking the lead, and pink as well has a kill. I don't have a kill yet, but I am the first into age 4. So I'm going to be starting to switch into military now. I've taken kind of a gamble going into age 4 here pretty early. But I am starting to build up an army. Like, I was kind of gambling I wouldn't be attacked based on the way other players respond around me. And it looks like it's paying off so far. But we'll see how that continues on in this game. Let's speed things up. Looks like yellow also donated. Is he donating a king? Oh my gosh, what are you doing, yellow? This is a mistake. It looks like it's an accident again, dude. Or maybe because green is coming. He knows green is coming and he's gonna die. Is that what he's doing? Oh my gosh, yellow, what is going on, brother? Where's your army at? Maybe he already lost his army. Maybe that's why he's donating now. All these donators in this game, man. What the heck? Okay, so wait, the king went down. Okay, he got it. Purple got 2 kills now. So purple we have to watch out for. He has 2 kills. I'm finally getting aggressive here. I'm going straight for pink. I know his king is in the town center here. And meanwhile, he's been busy killing red. So red is over here, still alive. His king is kind of run down here, but now pink has to come back to his base and face my my units, which are let's see what we got here. Nothing really. We do have elite lancers, so 28 elite lancers with an elite Sipahi. So we're doing pretty well with that. Our opponent here is only in castle, so his units aren't going to be as strong as mine, even though he does have some crossbowmen. You can see that we're just kind of collapsing on top of his crossbows, getting the surround, and then we're going to be able to clean up his army and then get back on his town center. Meanwhile, green does get that kill from a player up here who gave up red. Red's king was taken out by green, so green also has a kill. So now all the players in this game, except for myself, have a kill, but as you can see, that might be about to change. Let's see what happens here. King's still in the town center. We're just burning it down at this point, torching it all down. Go. And we pick up the kill on pink. So now we've got a situation where everyone has a kill and purple has 2, I believe. Purple is in the lead here. As far as the scoreboard is concerned, I am doing pretty well, and so is green. But purple a little bit behind because he did go for the early aggression onto this player, onto blue, and then he came down and got this. He got this kill donate to him, so he is a little bit behind on the eco, probably catching up right now. Meanwhile, we're fighting with green. I didn't really mean to fight green's army here, but I decided when I saw the fight, I decided to take it because I had, elite versus castle. But as you can see, we're not really looking for a fight here of army versus army, because I know there's a 3rd player in the game, and we don't want to just trade out with green a bunch. But green is pushing up. He is coming in, so I'm gonna go around green. I've decided to try to go around his army if I can with my cavalry, because even though I can probably fight this army if I want to, I just don't want to trade out my army, right? Like I wanna either kill a green cleanly, or I want to you know, make the other two players fight each other. I'm looking for a hole right here right now. He's got, you know, he doesn't have this wall completed, even though it's only a wooden wall. And he's coming into my base, unfortunately, with this army. For our reinforcements. We do have some mangoes coming out now. But we're just looking, you know, we're looking to lure his army back, really, is what we were trying to do here. But this didn't happen, unfortunately. He did attack into our base, so now we're just having to defend and deal with that while purple builds up his army, his own army. And so yeah, this was kind of a failure right here. I could have done more here, I think. I guess. Let's take a look. Where's his eco? I guess his eco's out here, but I don't know where his eco is. So unfortunately, I'm not aware. And then I run into purple's army right here. Unfortunately, with my cavalry. So I'm not looking too great. Getting my base overrun by green. Trying to rally some reinforcements. Things are not looking great for us. We just lost, and we lost that whole army. We were too busy in our base microing, and we missed that the cavalry got attacked, or ran right into purple's army. But fortunately for us, looks like purple is going for green now. So that's going to give us some breathing room and allow us to, you know, we've been able to hold off for now, this army. And purple is massing up, getting ready to fight green, looks like. Speed this up here. Let's see how this goes. So purple, both players in H4, but these are not elite crossbowmen here, as we can see, for green. So blue is, or purple is going to be doing a lot better here. Even though he also does not, I guess, also does not have elite crossbowmen either. Interestingly enough, he just has more. But now green, with his reinforcements and his keep, looks like he's probably going to hold here. But they are trading out armies, which is not what you want to do. Of course, when there's 3 players left in the game. So I've taken some damages myself, as you can see. Right now, it's looking like I'm kind of in the lead because of this trade here. The purple slightly behind me, and then let's take a look at purple's army supply here. He's got a pretty good eco. We have to give him credit here. He's got 138. We probably could do a little more, but his army has at least been traded out for now. So that's really good for us. We're looking for more resources here. As Ottoman, I do need more gold, you know, of course. And there are these relics here that we haven't picked up on yet, for whatever reason. I guess because this was the player that donated his king, so I didn't even, I think, know about this this situation over here. Yeah, I really need to start scouting a little bit better there. In these FFAs, when other players have left, there are valuable resources here. Hopefully we'll pick those up later. But for now, it looks like purple is securing the middle. He realizes there's only one sacred site in this game. So this is a huge threat to us now because there's only the one sacred site. There's a keep here. Looks like it's more positioned for resources, but I think he probably wanted to position it here, but you can't really, probably with the berries. But he is securing all the stone here now with his keep as well. He hasn't gone for the sacred site yet. Of course, you don't necessarily want to take that. I don't know what the heck is purple doing here? He's just losing units for free, whatever. He is English also. I just realized those are those Wingard footmen, and he's losing these units to the folks here. There you go. Turn around and fight. You can't actually beat them. But now we're kind of, you know, sitting back. Unfortunately, purple is going to have a supply advantage on us. But we'll try to see how this is all going to play out here. So we're pushing into the middle. I know I need to dislodge purple from the middle. I can't let him have this sacred site with a bunch of keeps. So we're going to go ahead and clean that up with our knights. And we're starting to transition more into janissaries as well. Knights aren't going to be the greatest long term, but of course they have great mobility, so you know, we do want to stay on them. Usually, I think this might be my first game actually playing as Ottoman, where I went into like a knight composition. Of course, I wanted to test them out, you know, the Lancers, I guess they're called for Ottoman. I usually almost always go like, you know, men-at-arms into janissaries, into siege, and stuff like that with the Great Bombard. We are still doing the siege transition and getting janissaries out, but instead of the men-at-arms, we started off with the knight play, because I wanted some mobility. Looking at how big this map was, and you can see there's a lot of land space to go around, a lot of ways to flank, there's no mountains or anything. So it's going to be a great game for, a great map for a cavalry, right? Except for these little choke points in the middle here, these are kind of annoying. But we'll see how that goes. So right now, not a lot going on. I'm kind of positioning outside purple space. I'm trying to figure out if there's an option here for me to kill, but I don't really want to trade my army out necessarily either. because, you know, there's a third player in the game, so we have to be careful. I'm looking for a hole here, and I decide to move. I think I'm just trying to get my own walls up at this point, maybe, so that I can't just get run by. And we do have some walls we're starting to build over here, but we do run into Purple's army, and we don't really want to take this fight, but because our siege is here, we kind of have to decide we kind of have to. Unfortunately, we're going to lose all our siege, and we do kind of take a successful engagement, but we do take some losses in the process. Not sure I should have... Yeah, we had a little misfire here with the units attacking, and he was able to rescue all of his siege behind the wall. So right now I'm just like, okay, damn, that was unfortunate. We lost a lot of army there. We did kill some of his, but then of course that allows Green to get into a better position. And now we can see that I'm actually losing this game in terms of the scoreboard here. I don't know. I guess my eco was pretty light, and Ottoman eco is also not the best. So we definitely needed to get more vills here. You can see our bank is completely gone and drained. Not looking the best right now. We're looking for ways through. We're trying to see what's going on. We do see... I think we end up seeing that Green is down here. He breaks right through, and we go in. And we just kind of break out as Green comes through. I wonder... Green probably thinks Purple is very weak at this point, seeing my own units going through his base. But as you can see, that's not the case. Green losing a bunch of his siege to this unfortunate situation. He couldn't wall this because of these dead units here. And that allowed Purple to just walk right on through and then kill his siege. So right now we see, I'm just scouting, you know, those cavalry units. I just set them on a scouting mission to see what was going on down here. We see there's a fake king in here. Very clever. But we have realized that we can click on that, of course. If you guys don't know, you can click on the building and see what's in it. So you don't need to be fooled by the single unit inside of the keep there. And now we're setting up towards Green because I realized Green was attacking Purple, so their armies are probably fighting down here. This will give me an opportunity. Purple now has stone walls, so I can't break through without siege, as you can see. But Green does not have stone walls, so we definitely have a better attack path here. Purple working on Green's expansions down here, but I believe the king is somewhere up here, maybe? Okay, so he just surrendered. He realized his army's been destroyed by me, and I think we saw that the king was... Where's the king, actually? We didn't know. Oh, there he is. He's right here. So we've discovered him, and we got him. So now we're even, right? We're looking good. But we did just take a big trade, so Purple is definitely going to have a better bank than us, especially with his eco. So let's take a look at what Purple's got going on. Wow, look at that. 173 economy. He's going really strong. That's great. A great number for a 300 plus supply army. I don't think you ever want to go above that. It might be a little bit strong in the eco department for that supply, but I'm not going to fault him for it. Maybe I would do like 160. I think 170 is fine though. And he's looking really good. So he's gonna, if he can fight my army, you know, this military supply is obviously going to be not the best. Then he should be in a good spot here. Because I don't have any kind of bank, and he does, and he's getting more of a bank. He's building even more of a bank than I am. So he's doing better in this game. I've gotten a little bit more workers, but especially for 300 supply now, I definitely need more workers, right? We definitely want to start trying to trade or something. I think we've scouted this. We should be able, yeah, we started to see this now. We should soon try to grab those relics if we can. We'll see if that happens. Maybe I haven't noticed it yet because it's just on my mini map. But as soon as I see that, I should try to come. But unfortunately, Purple is now pushing into the middle here. And he's coming in for the kill. Or he's coming in for the sacred site, perhaps, is what I'm thinking. So I'm trying to gather my army up, and we're looking to try to surround a siege here. It doesn't really go as well as we'd hoped. I guess I can pull some of these cavalry down, maybe. Yeah, so we do get a good surround on the army, actually, and the cavalry ends up coming down, and we just crush Purple's army. So after this fight, I was like, okay, things are looking great. I'm probably going to win here. This guy took a bad fight. Things are just, you know, looking really awesome. And unfortunately, we're trying to build a keep here, and there's a king just wailing away at my workers, which I haven't really noticed yet. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that. I guess because I was fighting during this whole thing, I never got the notification. And then we just completely whiffed on our keep here because of the king just wailing away. What a valuable king he has here, huh? And now I'm starting to trade. So I've got some traders going with, there's a dock right here. one of these players' docks. I think the Roost player that just died, that's his dock. So I'm starting to trade with that. As you can see, we're getting some decent gold, pretty decent gold for it. Trading all the way up here, down to here is pretty solid, right? And those are my walls. Probably could have burned some of these walls down, but it seems okay. Things are looking fine. And now we're setting up outside Purple's base. And I think what we're going to see happen here is a bit of a... He's got a lot of spring ults too, so we got to watch out for that, but we don't have any of our own spring ults. And I misclick here, I semi from... This happens so much, and this isn't going to be the first time you're going to see this in this game, I think, is when you attack forward and then you click behind you in a different direction, like send the units over here, right? They're going to set up their formation with the siege in the back. So now I'm taking a really bad engagement because my siege was in the back and he has a better siege composition to beat mine. He doesn't have a lot of his own mangoes to beat my army down, but it does have a great army to beat down my siege. And now you can see even the Revolvements coming up, and that's going to seal the deal for this army here, and we're getting destroyed. We're just absolutely getting destroyed, trying to retreat. And we know we're going to lose our siege. We're trying to, you know, save a little bit, but... And of course our keep also did not go up because we didn't notice the king. We had to send new villagers. And now you can see we're just... Things are just falling apart very quickly for us. We're going to lose all of our siege. We're going to have to retreat to our base. And very quickly we switch from winning to losing this game. Our opponent has 4,000 more points than us. He has a bigger army, much bigger army than we do. Better eco, better everything basically, right? Because we lost our army, our one advantage this game was we could field a bigger army because we had less supply invested in villagers. But now, as you can see, I'm at 117, our opponent's at 182 army. And he has actually deleted a bunch of his villas. As you can see, he was aware that he had maybe a few too many, especially for what I was fielding, a few too many villas, so he has gotten rid of some of those. And now he's got a huge friggin' army. He's pushing. I thought he was just trying to take mid for the sacred site. I wasn't expecting him to push me. So I kind of rallied my army a little bit too far up there. And we had a really bad engagement. At this point, I was really worried that I was going to lose. But I think it's going to get worse before the end of this game. So let's see what happens. So he's building his own keep right where I was trying to make mine. Setting up the sacred site as I predicted he would. And I'm trying to re-rally, you know, get up another army up, but we just don't have the money now because I've not invested heavily enough in my eco. Even though I do generate free units over time, it's just taking a long time to build this up. And you can see once again, it happens again. We click out here, you know, for a rally point, then we try to retreat or send our units back, and the siege get caught in the back once again. We take a terrible fight, losing siege for nothing really. But we do have an army. We just decide to sacrifice the army to try to win the siege war, and we just kind of end up trading out here, right? Like it's a lot of losses on both sides. I'm able to hold on for now, but you know, at what cost, right? We both did a huge trade, and he can easily remax so much faster than I can with his bank, with his eco. It's going back up. In fact, he's more confident now, and he's generating more eco. I do have the trade, so my gold is not, you know, terrible, but I actually have lost a lot of it. He has, because he secured this middle area, you can see my traders would go right through here. So we have already lost a bunch of traders. And in fact, we're going to lose probably the entire trade route. So we're just in a terrible position now. And once again, we got caught out with our rally point. Our units got stuck on the side of the mountain. Our siege is getting destroyed, you know. Luckily that was a small raiding force, so it wasn't really meant to accomplish too much. If this whole army had been there, that would have been a complete disaster for us. But now we see that, I think I can see this actually. I can see that, you know, there's like at least 4 keeps here. Because we're right next to the sacred site, we can see this. All these keeps are gone up here, and you can see they're getting emplacements. And they already have burning oil. And at this point in the game, I start thinking about my win condition, right? Like, okay, I don't think I can break that at this point. I think because of these bad fights I've taken, you know, there's just no way, right? Once again, I'm screwing this up. Man, if he attacked me right now, it'd be a friggin' disaster. Okay, so we're moved down. What I'm thinking of, I'm checking his king. It's right here in his town center still. He hasn't moved it to the keeps. He hasn't even put in the white tower. I don't know where his Berkshire actually is, but see if we can find it here. Oh, all right, he went Wingard. Okay, so he doesn't have a Berkshire. But he does have his you know, his white tower right next to the Let's take a look at our opponent. So our opponent just lost some of his units, just a little scouting for us. He's setting up for the hold on the sacred site here. Let's see what he sees. So he spotted, you know, he hasn't actually spotted my I mean, he saw my army was here, right? And so he's anticipating that I'm going to be coming here, but he doesn't want to know more information, right? So he's building a tower here. But he does have this little dark spot, as you can see right through here. There's a little dark area. And he doesn't really know what's going on yet. So let's speed things up here. Take a look at his camera. Okay, he spotted my army. He did just barely see that, unfortunately. He saw the side of my army, I believe. Like right through his vision. Yeah, right here, he saw a little bit of my army. And he was paying enough attention to be aware of that, I think. Yeah, so he's pulling back. But now we're, you know, this is our wall. So we're already through here. And he has his own wall. It's much further back. And, you know, because he has siege units, they're moving slow. He hasn't separated the hotkeys, so he's moving them all at once. And he has another wave here, but he's in the wrong position. So like this army is here. It needs, you know, he needs to just send his footmen, and he hasn't done that. His army's just chilling. He hasn't separated the infantry out to come defend his king. And as you can see, he's had to run his king, and he's put it here in a town center, which is just an expansion. So this is a very low HP town center. And he's trying to run the king here. He's putting it back in, but we're refocusing, and there you go. We have won the game despite being way behind. His army finally made it through, but you can see they all died right here even before. So like, you know, you got to always think about how you can win and lose a game, because this player clearly made a huge mistake, right? Like he was ahead, like you can see here. His total resources were well ahead of mine. Mine was down here in the dumpsters. I had, you know, a little bit of something, but not much. He had a better eco than me. You know, the whole late game basically, right? He just was better. And then his military was way ahead of mine as well. You can see here, if he'd been able to fight me directly, he could have. I think what he should have done was he should have had some units scouting more, maybe some more watchtowers. He definitely should have made another wall in that little dark area we were talking about where I came through. And he definitely should have pulled his units back in a much more efficient manner, in a way that they would get there faster, like by separating out the siege units into the control groups, or using those, you know, select all infantry, select all ranged units, select all cavalry keybinds. You can pull those units out and get them back to where they need to be faster to protect your king. But our opponent did not do that, and so he lost the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll catch you in the next one.